Why did the relationship fracture?
Oh, well, why it fractured, that's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
Jada says she considered a legal divorce, but could never go through with it.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce.
Girl, y'all might want to grab your snacks and settle in because this tea is piping hot and the internet is already side-eyeing the entire Smith family. Word on the street is that Jaden Smith is finally fed up with the nonstop drama surrounding Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, and apparently, he's not staying quiet anymore. Rumors are flying that Jaden has been calling his own mother out behind the scenes for allegedly trying to tarnish Will's image while dragging out their messy divorce situation. And whew. If even half of this is true, this family drama may be way deeper than anybody realized. Now, allegedly, Will and Jada have been privately separated and dealing with divorce issues for a while. Still, and insiders are claiming the situation got even more toxic after whispers started circulating that Will may have moved on with another woman. Apparently, Jada did not take that news well at all. Instead of keeping things low-key, sources claim she allegedly started revisiting old cheating rumors, relationship confessions, and past marriage drama that painted Will in a bad light publicly. And according to insiders close to the family, Jaden feels like all these interviews, public revelations, and emotional tell-alls have crossed the line from healing into straight-up humiliation. Now, in case y'all missed all the chaos, Jada Pinkett Smith has basically been on a non-stop media tour these past couple of months, spilling tea about everything from her personal life to her relationship with her kids, to how proud she is about finally releasing the book she always wanted to write, and of course, her marriage to Will Smith. And let's be real for a second. Over the last few years, Jada has revealed some seriously uncomfortable details about Will that a lot of people felt probably should have stayed private. To many fans, it almost started looking like she was intentionally putting him on blast publicly, and people really started paying attention after Will slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars over those jokes about Jada's alopecia. After that moment, Jada admitted she was shocked that Will actually put his hands on Chris, especially since they were secretly separated at the time. But whew, things only got messier from there because over the following months, she opened up about their marriage being basically over, and hinted at them having an open relationship and revealed that her family pressured her into marrying Will. Then, of course, the internet completely lost it again when her entanglement with August Alsina got brought back into the spotlight. Now, let's be honest, Will Smith definitely took a major image hit after all those interviews Jada Pinkett Smith did because for years, people looked at Will and Jada like they were the blueprint for the perfect Black Hollywood marriage. A lot of couples admired them and wanted what they had, so when all those private details started coming out, it completely shattered that image and left a huge stain on Will's reputation publicly. But apparently, it didn't take long before Will decided he was ready to move on. According to insiders, after all the embarrassment and nonstop public scrutiny, Will felt like he couldn't keep living in the same cycle with Jada and wanted a fresh start with someone new. Sources said Will allegedly reached out to Jada privately to let her know he was getting serious with a new partner and that the relationship could even lead to marriage someday. Because of that, he reportedly hoped they could finally move forward with officially getting divorced, especially since all their kids are grown now. But according to insiders, Jada allegedly didn't really respond the way he expected. In fact, sources close to her claim she completely downplayed Will's new relationship and didn't think it was anything serious at first, which only added even more tension behind the scenes. But whew, y'all. Everything allegedly changed the moment that video of Will Smith dancing with a mystery woman started making rounds online. At first, most people didn't think much of it because nobody really knew what was happening behind the scenes, and fans just assumed it was another random celebrity interaction, or maybe Will dancing with a fan at an event. But according to insiders close to Will, there was apparently way more going on than people realized. Sources are now claiming that the mystery woman is actually Will's new partner, and allegedly, the two are hoping to make things official once Jada Pinkett Smith finally agrees to the divorce. And honestly, if there's one thing people have noticed about Will throughout all this drama, it's that he's tried really hard to keep things classy publicly. Despite all the personal details and embarrassing stories that have emerged over the years, Will has mostly stayed quiet and avoided putting his own business on display. The fact that whispers about a serious new relationship are now leaking out has people thinking that the situation behind closed doors may be way more serious than anyone expected. But apparently, Jada Pinkett Smith did not take the news about Will Smith moving on very well at all, because according to insiders, everything escalated right after she allegedly found out how serious his new relationship was becoming. Sources claim that not only did Jada reportedly refuse to move forward with signing the divorce papers, but she also went right back into interview mode and started revisiting some of the most controversial parts of their marriage again, which many fans felt only added more pressure onto Will publicly. And honestly, y'all, people online were saying this round of interviews hit even harder than the previous ones, because Jada didn't just speak on the cheating allegations again. She also went into detail about why she chose to admit everything publicly in the first place.
My kings out there that have been cheated on by their women, stop making it your fault. Yes, women cheat too. Now here's the other thing. Sex is one of the strongest forces in the universe that we have to deal with. This is about self-mastery. It's not even about what's going on in a relationship. This is about self-mastery, okay? So if you think just because somebody says they love you, or you think just because they want to be in a relationship with you, that means that that's going to dissolve all their traumas that they come with, you know what I'm saying? And that they're going to know how to deal with their traumas? Nah, people gonna mess up. So here's the thing. Make sure you're with someone that is interested in mastering themselves and everything that they come with. And I know that there's a lot of pain that comes with infidelity, but relationships is a spiritual endeavor.
You tell, can I tell the little twist part?
Yeah, you tell the little twist part.
Set it up, because this one I was ready to throw my book across the room. Go
yeah. So, you know, everything came out and I was like, oh, I got to take myself to the table. Like now mind you, Will and I were not together. We hadn't been together. 2016. And I decided I'm going to take myself to the table. Will says, I want to come to the table with you. And I was really surprised, and I was like, wow. He's like, I don't want you to be at the table by yourself. I want to support you. And so I was like, oh, okay. So he comes to the table, and you know, I try to just, you know, and this is a really complex moment. We come to the table, and Will's not ready. He's not ready. And he's kind of backtracking, and he's going through this motion, and I'm like, So I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to speak my truth, but I'm also gonna protect you. So if I gotta look like the adulterous wife to make sure you're good, I'm gonna do it.
Social media immediately started debating whether she was simply telling her truth or intentionally bruising Will's image and ego at a time when he was finally trying to move on with his life. Take a listen to what she had to say.
Everybody's always like, why don't you just get divorced? And it's like, that's like quitting. I don't think there's any person that could embrace the best and the worst of me and be willing to hold space in the way that Will holds space for me, and the way that I hold space for him. There's no greater mirror I could have than Will. I can't get around myself, just like he can't get around himself with me. Would it be easier to go and find somebody else and have a more pleasing, more comfortable relationship? Maybe. But would that get me to the person that I really want to be? I don't think so.
But now the tea is getting even messier because, according to insiders, Jaden Smith has allegedly reached his breaking point with Jada Pinkett Smith constantly putting their family business all over the internet. Sources claim Jaden is tired of watching his mother embarrass herself publicly, while also dragging Will Smith through the mud every time she sits down for another interview. And apparently, things behind the scenes got very intense because insiders are saying Jaden allegedly confronted Jada directly and urged her to finally sign the divorce papers before the entire family situation becomes even more embarrassing publicly. But that wasn't even the shocking part. Sources are also claiming Jaden supposedly had some very strong words for his mother and warned her against continuing to do interviews that damage Will's image, legacy, and everything he has built over the years. According to insiders, Jaden strongly feels like his father has already endured enough public humiliation and deserves the chance to finally move on and be happy with someone new without more drama constantly following him. And whew, social media is already divided over all of this because some people feel Jaden is simply trying to protect his father and preserve the family's reputation, while others think he should stay out of his parents' relationship drama completely. But regardless of where people stand, one thing everybody seems to agree on is that the tension inside the Smith family is looking worse than ever right now. So what do y'all think about all this drama? Was Jaden Smith right for allegedly checking Jada Pinkett Smith over constantly embarrassing Will Smith publicly? Or do y'all think he should have stayed out of his parents' business completely and let them handle their issues on their own? Drop your thoughts down in the comments, and don't forget to click the subscribe button.